we finally got finalization that Martin Truex Jr. will retire after this year. Thoughts on the career and what's going on with Truex right now?
You know, I mean, what's going on with Truex right now? They need to win. And you can say that's still a handful of drivers. I think his career's been incredible, but it's been a really interesting one. You know, he comes out and wins 2 Xfinity championships right before a bunch of Cup drivers win Xfinity titles, for a long, long time. Truex got that first win at Dover so early in his career, and then a long dry spell. It wasn't until he got to Furniture Row where he won his championship that things really took off for him. But they've taken off in a big, big way. His numbers are pretty stellar. I would love to see him go out in his final season a winner, and I think it's great that he was at least able to announce this or make that decision. I think he was kind of pushed into making a decision, not saying anyone pushed him out at all, but now we can start talking about, hey, what's next and what goes in the 19 car or the 4th car at Joe Gibbs Racing. So, been great that he's here. He's had a Hall of career.
Yeah, I'd love to see him go out a winner as well, Brad. As we sit right now, he's 122 points, I believe, above the cut line for the playoffs. So pretty comfortable in making the playoffs this season. But you love to see him get to victory lane. Certainly, there's been some things off for that team. Not exactly sure what they are. If they knew what it was, they would be fixing it and getting into victory lane. But you have to assume that those struggles, what has kind of pushed him to this decision. And so it'll be interesting to see how he's able to finish out the season, hopefully with a win, hopefully doing well, making a long run into the playoffs. But as they're running right now, I'm not sure that we can predict that.
Kyle, he said that, or Denny Hamlin said, I'll give you a car for Daytona and you run. Then why are you retiring if the first thing you're going to do is turn around and run the next race, the first race of the next season?
Yeah, listen, I'm a firm believer from the retirement standpoint where, and even I was out for a couple of years and I've heard other people, why don't you back and run some race? Listen, they were kicking my butt when I was there regular. Why do I want to go out back on an interim basis and get my butt kicked? Here's the thing. I don't believe Truex is going to win any races this year. I'm surprised he's 122 points ahead.
That's why you laughed at me now.
It is. But because I've seen it so many times.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
That's right.
Oh,
but I've seen it so many times in this sport. You've got to be, and we just talked about it with Dan Hamlin, you have to be 100% committed. He's saying, okay, I'm committed for the rest of the year. I'm not 100% committed to this forever and ever. And that's my point. I saw it with all these great drivers that have come. Once they make that choice that they're not coming back, they seem to lose just a quarter step, a fraction of a step. But that's all it takes in Cup racing to get beat on a regular basis. So, listen, Martin Truex will go down in history as the, if not the, right there with Tiny Lund and those guys, nicest race car drivers that ever crawled through the window of a car.